Hello creatives! In this video, I'll share 5 rules of financial literacy to help you manage your money better and achieve your financial freedom sooner. According to a CareerBuilder survey, nearly 4 out of 5 workers in the United States live paycheck to paycheck. Unsurprisingly, 25% do not save and close to 75% of them have some debt. Ouch! Those statistics are worrying, and it all boils down to financial illiteracy. But before I can explain financial illiteracy, let me explain financial literacy. Financial literacy refers to the understanding of various financial principles and using them accordingly to manage money effectively. That means financially literate people are less vulnerable to finance misappropriation and fraud. With financial literacy, you get to set and achieve important financial goals like saving for retirement, operating a business, and taking up an investment. According to Robert Kiyosaki, we are not taught financial literacy in school. It takes a lot of work and time to change your thinking and to become financially literate. Now, let's talk about financial illiteracy. Financial illiteracy is just the lack of skills needed to manage money properly. Financially illiterate people are more likely to amass unsustainable debt, resulting in bankruptcy, poor credit history, and many other negatives. Without financial illiteracy, you damage your financial goals, and it becomes impossible to achieve financial success. That's why Alan Greenspan criticizes the number one problem in today's generation and the economy is the lack of financial literacy. Overall, you have to be financially literate, and you need rules to govern you. The rules that I'm going to share have helped me manage my income better, which has seen me stay debt-free. Additionally, I've been able to save and improve my net worth because of these rules. If you're ready, it's time we get started. But before then, if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel to continue receiving great videos like this one. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get informed every time I publish a life-changing video. Here we go. Number 1. Budget for your money. When it comes to using money, there are 3 chief routes: expenses, savings, and investments. The biggest challenge for most people is balancing the 3. How do you decide how much to spend on household expenses and how much to save or invest? Well, you need a budget. For starters, a budget can help you track your income. You get to monitor your cash in and cash out. A budget also makes it easy to set up financial goals and realize them. With it, you can decide how much to save and invest and how much to spend. More importantly, a budget helps you to live within your means and prepare for life's emergencies. Now, how do you budget your money? I recommend the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, which dictates that you split your after-tax income as follows: 50% for the needs, which include food, housing, and medical care. 30% for the wants, and that includes vacations, new electronics, jewelry, and dining out. And 20% for the savings and debt repayment. The takeaway: set a budget because money is only a tool. It'll take you wherever you wish, but it won't replace you as the driver. That's according to Ayn Rand. Number 2. Make money work for you. Do you know what separates rich people from poor people? Well, no one explains that better than Rich Dad founder Robert Kiyosaki. The inspirational author expounds, "The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them." So, what's the difference between working for money and having money work for you? Working for money refers to exchanging your time for money as you do with a paycheck job. If you don't work, then you don't earn. It's that simple. On the other hand, making money work for you means earning with minimal activity. Some people call it passive income, and it's the reason why the wealthy continue getting wealthier. So, how can you make money work for you? You can set up a high-yield savings account, an individual retirement account, or a 401k to see your money grow over time. You can also invest in bonds, dividend stocks, P2P lending, or rental property. The secret is to find an investment that pays the best returns and has low risk. Also, diversify your investment portfolio to lower the risks and boost your passive income. Remember to budget, stay debt-free, and save up. These are essential to make money work for you. The takeaway: don't work for money, make it work for you, as Robert Kiyosaki advises. Number 3. Pay yourself first. It takes a lot of financial discipline to save. With so many bills to pay and on a small paycheck, you may end up eating up your spending before you know it. That's why you need to pay yourself first. This personal finance principle implies that you should first reroute some earning to savings before taking care of your household expenses. So, the personal finance rule ensures you save consistently, but it also promotes frugality. Some financial experts call this principle in personal finance the golden rule, which I tend to agree with. The savings can be an interest-earning savings account, an emergency fund, or a retirement account. Smart people will always ensure they put something in each of the 3 accounts whenever they pay themselves first. So, how can you pay yourself promptly? I recommend that you use an automatic savings tool like Digit, Capital, or Chime. These tools allow you to automate money transfers from your bank account to your savings account. If you apply the 50-30-20 budgeting rule that I shared earlier, it means paying yourself first with 20% of your after-tax income. That's assuming you have no debts to pay. If you do, then you have to split the 20%. The takeaway: remember Warren Buffett's advice. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Number 4. Get out of debt. People borrow for different reasons. Some people borrow to build wealth, start a business, or boost their income over time. That's what we call good debt, and I have no problem with it. However, I do have a problem with borrowing to buy depreciating assets like cars, clothes, shoes, and consumables. We call that bad debt, and it's a sign of financial illiteracy. Suppose you already have bad debt. How can you get out of it? The rule of thumb is that you don't accumulate more debt. That means budgeting for your finances, as I shared. The next thing is to plan how you'll pay your existing loan and the practical approach to finding a way to bring in more money. That means having to find another job to work part-time or setting up a business on the side. Suppose you are making some money. How do you now pay down the debt? I encourage you to pay more than you expected to. For example, if the minimum monthly payment is $100, consider doubling that if you can. Not only do you get to pay your debt quicker, but it also saves you on interest. More importantly, you are likely to rebuild your credit score faster. If you ever need to borrow good debt in the future, it'll be stress-free with a restored credit score. Remember Thomas Jefferson's words: never spend your money before you've earned it. Number 5. Live below your means. Most people find it hard to save and make a meaningful investment because they live a life they can't afford. In consequence, they end up borrowing and accumulating debts. We've seen some declaring bankruptcy or ending up in depression because of that. I don't want you to be part of the statistics, and that's why I'm recommending this financial literacy rule. As Henry David Thoreau declares, that man is richest whose pleasures are cheapest. The moment you live below your means, it becomes easy to save up, invest wisely, and, more importantly, avoid debts and mental distress linked to financial struggle. Now, how do you live below your means? It sounds simple, but I have to say it. You need a budget. But given that I've touched on that earlier, I'm not going to dive into that now. The other thing you need to do is track your spending, which you can do with a financial tool like Personal Capital or Mint. Once you track your spending, you can know where you are misappropriating your finances. It'll help you cut down on unnecessary expenditures like costly memberships, expensive wares, and dining out. Living below your means also means negotiating for lower bills, which you can do flawlessly with Trim. It also implies downsizing, where you get to spend less on running your home. More importantly, living below your means entails spending less than what you make. If that's a tall order, then it's time to find an extra source of income. The takeaway: live a life you can afford. If you can't, then find a way to make more money instead of borrowing. In conclusion, you can be financially literate by learning the best financial principles. I've shared 5 that lead the line. Hopefully they'll push you to seek more financial education and be a great personal financial manager. I know this video was exciting and you loved it. Also check out this video about